You clicked for pizza fails, good call. We're opening with the $200 million mistake. McDonald's tried to beat Pizza Hut with giant ovens that promised 30 seconds, but the pies took about 11 minutes. That breaks the one thing their brand sells, speed. Stay with me. We'll unpack 4 more train wrecks, like a Pizza Hut pizza casserole that needed 2 people to carry and a hot dog crust that leaked grease, so you can spot when novelty fights the kitchen and your wallet pays the price. Quick favor before we move on. If you appreciate this content, consider giving this video a like and subscribing to the channel. Believe it or not, more than 92% of viewers haven't subscribed yet. It's free and only takes a second, but it means the world to us. So did you subscribe already? Great, thank you so much for your support. Now back to the video. You expect fries in minutes. So why did a pizza pitch turn into a stall long enough for you to reconsider your whole order and go back to nuggets? Let's start with what they sold, speed. Not just speed, outrunning the pizza chains at their own game with a new line of ovens built to spit out pies at the front counter like burgers. The pitch sounded clean. Drop in specialized ovens across hundreds of stores. Train crews on a tight flow. Promise a handoff that feels like a soda refill, fast, simple, no drama.
Pizza Hut has been serving pies since its very first restaurant opened in Wichita, Kansas in 1958. And at one point, it was the top-selling pizza chain. Come on, you know the pepperoni. Pizza Hut is international brand, though. It's huge, with 20,000 locations, more than 100 countries, including 6,500 restaurants right here in the U.S. The brand is struggling. Sales are down 7% so far this year in the U.S. The industry analysts say part of the problem is Pizza Hut is known mainly as a dine-in restaurant, while most of us prefer to take our pizza out.
On a recent earnings call, the CEO of Pizza Hut's parent company, Yum! Brands, said underperforming dine-in restaurants will close and the focus will shift instead to deliveries.
The number on the board was blinding, a handoff in half a minute, faster than your drive-through window. The plan said, why wait for delivery when you can grab a pie while your fries salt? That is how they framed it. But here is the kicker. The real ovens didn't run like the slide deck. Bake time stretched. The deck space handled only a handful of pies at once. The queue built up like wet cardboard on a belt. Speed snapped. What looked like one new station acted like a concrete block in the middle of a sprint lane. On the floor, you felt it. A manager watched tickets stack and then vanish as customers canceled, waved off their order, and called an audible back to chicken and fries. Crews tried to load, rotate, and pull pies without jamming grill flow. Every extra step, sauce ladle, topping count, peel and turn, threw the fry station out of rhythm. Suddenly, a kitchen engineered for 3 moves, cook, wrap, hand, was juggling tasks that needed finesse and time. Fast food is a throughput business. That's not marketing. That's math. You add one slow node, the line backs up behind it like cars at a toll booth with one exact change lane.
The CEO of the parent company, Yum! Brands, saying, and get this, Pizza Hut's performance indicates the need to take additional action to help the brand realize its full potential value, which may be better executed outside of Yum! Brands.
It used to be that no one out-pizzas the Hut, but if recent business decisions and customer complaints are anything to go by, Pizza Hut could, in fact, be out-pizzaed in no time.
It's very sad and disappointing that these big companies, that are franchise are laying off the working middle class people that are trying to survive.
Sure looks like Pizza Hut's for sale. And believe it or not, there is a lot of pizza news this morning. It looks like a deal to take Papa John's private has fallen apart. The private equity firm Apollo Global has reportedly withdrawn its bid, sending shares down 20% there.
Q Theory 101, the slowest step sets the pace. It doesn't matter if your fries can fly, if the pizza oven drags, everyone waits. And when waiting starts, people don't switch to patience. They switch to something ready now. The cost story bit just as hard. Those ovens weren't cheap. Each unit needed cash, power, vents, and space you could have used for a faster line or one more holding bin. Crews needed training that pulled hours away from core tasks. Floor plans gave up square footage that used to move your standard menu. When you scale an error, you don't just pay once, you pay every shift, in wages, lost turns, and unhappy guests who don't come back for a second try. Then there's brand fit. This chain sells three things: speed, consistency, low friction. You know what to expect at lunch, at midnight, in a small town, or off a highway. A product that asks for an 11-minute wait lives in a different category. It needs its own rhythm. It wants a dine-in window, a box warmer, and a customer willing to linger. That is not the drive-through promise. Here's the part most people miss. The recipe wasn't the villain. The clock was. Dough, sauce, cheese, fine. But when the handoff time breaks the core pledge, trust breaks with it. The menu sends a new signal: we are slow now. And you respond like any smart diner. You pivot to the fastest safe bet. You see the same mismatch in other, bold, pizza plays. Heavier pies that need longer bakes. Fancy drizzles that bog down assembly. Novel crusts stuffed with things that leak or burn and need babying through the oven. On paper, it reads fun. On the line, it means extra steps, extra touches, and extra minutes. Those minutes are where profits go to nap. Think about the dinner rush. Teens on the line. A manager watching screens. Orders stack. Grill and fryer hum. Now add a process that can't be rushed without ruining the product. It's like putting a school zone in the middle of a freeway. Everyone slows, even the cars that aren't turning left. So the outcome was simple and costly. The pie didn't scale. The ovens hogged space. The line clogged. Customers defaulted to nuggets and fries because they deliver on the brand's promise right now. The failure wasn't in flavor. It was in timing, training, and throughput. Now let's move on to the pizza plays that looked bold on paper but collapsed under real ovens, teen crews, and dinner rush math. Here's the takeaway you can use tonight: novelty doesn't beat the line, operations do. If the product fights the kitchen or the brand promise, you pay in time, money, and trust. The truth is, a stunt slice that slows the handoff is like a speed bump in the drive-thru. Everything drags. If this gave you something to chew on, hit like, subscribe, and share it with someone who's tired of paying for experiments. You might want to watch new menu launches with a sharper eye. If a fast brand sells a slow item or a budget spot pushes premium, that's your red flag. Next time you see a stunt slice, ask one thing: does it fit the gear, the crew, and the promise?